So there's some people out there saying that incisor work is not important, and I don't really understand this reason because really it's just common sense that if horses have on average 36 teeth, they can have a few more, a few less, depending on the sex and all that. But say 36 is a good round number, that's average. There's 12 incisors. So whoever's saying we shouldn't pay attention to the incisors are basically saying that we should neglect 1/3 of the whole dentition. That doesn't really make any sense by any parameters. Now, when it comes to diseases like EOTRH and all that, there's good recognition, it's getting better. But what I'm talking about here is specifically occlusal equilibration, because hypsodont teeth are different than small animal teeth and human teeth. They continue to erupt and wear, and if things aren't wearing at a uniform rate, then we can have secondary problems. So let's look at this horse here and we'll show you. He's got a chipped tooth here, but it's not a big deal. It's not into the pulp. And we can see that he's missing an incisor, the number 102. And then if we look at it, we can see that his jaw is shifted to his right. The reason why he's shifted to his right is teeth are meant to have opposition. Here we're missing this tooth, and so these teeth are a little bit stronger and more dominant, and they're kind of pushing up into that area. They're longer. If we look, these teeth are longer, these teeth are shorter. And what that does is it's offsetting his jaw. So no matter how you feel about that, some people may say, well, that's not a big deal. I disagree with that, but even if we accepted that logic, it's wearing unevenly, and we know that it's only going to get worse over time. And it's very easy to correct. So why not just address it and correct it when the horse is young like this? It's fairly subtle adjustment. We can totally correct this. It's not a big deal right now for this horse, but it could turn into something. And so I think when it comes to incisor work, to say that we don't need to do it that's really kind of empty thinking. The question is, when should we do it? How should we do it? Under what conditions? What's the diagnosis, the prognosis, all these things? That becomes a much more interesting conversation than just saying, no, we don't need to do it. So hopefully this kind of clarifies why addressing the incisors can be important.